Hey guys, real quick before you see today's video, I don't want to give a spoiler, but it's called for it. Today's video is obviously, well, you will see it's about a tree. And I was digging through as I was editing and I actually found the footage of what today's video is about. So I'm going to show it now before the rest of the video. I wish I would have put this in the middle of the video or something, or put it, somehow in a better place, but I just found it. So, it's kind of like a spoiler. Alright guys, enjoy today's video. We'll catch you next time. Let's roll that video.
Good Lord! Woo! Sucker! Oh my God! That's what we heard, yeah. Alright guys, I'm back at the Waterway Park this morning walking. It's been about a week that we did the video about the trees that have been numbered. Well guys, nothing's happened. Sorry about the bobbing up and down. But I am walking slower just so I could do this. But yeah, nothing's happened. But you know what? I got to thinking about that. I'm starting to wonder if it was a tree service that numbered them or did anything. I'm starting to wonder if it was maybe an individual did it. In other words, I'm starting to think somebody came around and seen that there was a lot of dead trees. And so they basically put numbers on them. I could be wrong. Sometimes when trees are set up to be removed, it could take a couple weeks. It could. Like I said, these things were labeled, or not labeled. These trees were marked before with ribbons. Nothing happened, so I don't know, but it reminds me of a story. Yes, guys, I got a little bit of a story time. Now I'm looking over there at the sky right now. It looks like they might be rain. Alright guys, you want to hear a story? Let's talk about that. I really watch too much of Good Mythical Morning. I don't mean for Good Mythical Morning to come out in my videos. But as much as I watch Good Mythical Morning, it does. And I'll tell you what I like most about Good Mythical Morning. There's not so much Good Mythical Morning. I like the other YouTube called Ear Biscuit. Absolutely love Ear Biscuit. But anyway, this reminds me of a story that happened many years ago when we bought our house. We had a big, beautiful elm tree. Beautiful elm tree. This elm tree provided shade for dang near my whole deck. Provided shade for a good portion of my backyard. It was big. It wasn't gigantic, but it was a really good sized tree. And then, one year, something happened. Within one season, actually. It went from having full leaves, looking at the tops, to in one season completely died. And it died quick too, folks. It started having bark fall off and branches fall off of it. It got to the point where it became dangerous to sit out on my deck and dangerous to even be in parts of my backyard because these branches falling down. I've been around lots of trees that's become dead. I've never seen anything like this before. I've never seen branches up to 5 feet in length just fall. And this was going on every single day. There was a branch coming down. And I was afraid one of my kids might be in the backyard. So I had to have the kids not go back there anymore. It got to the point we wasn't able to sit out on the deck. And it was unsafe for me to go back there doing the yard work. So I had to basically find somebody to remove the tree. Okay, I'm going to stop for a second. A tree in the distance. It was more round than that one was. Or that one is way more round, but it was about the height, maybe a little taller than that. It was a pretty good sized tree. So I had to basically take money out of our savings and scratch up some more money, and I found a guy. Now, back in them days, this is before my buddy Rick was in the tree service, and it was not easy to find somebody to remove your tree without getting somebody from Cincinnati or over in Kentucky. But I needed to get a hold of somebody fast because this thing was becoming super dangerous. It was becoming, you couldn't sit out on the deck or do anything. So I found a guy. And he came out, he says, I will remove the tree. This is what he said to me now. I will take the tree down, cut it up, and take it with me, all for $1,000. Okay, let's think about that for a second. Remember me telling you I worked with my buddy Rick in tree service. That particular size of a tree, my buddy Rick wouldn't even charge, not even close to that amount. Not even a fraction near that amount. Okay, remember that. So the guy come out, I scratched up $1,000, took all the money out of my savings, I think dang near a whole paycheck. He come out, he brought 2 other people with him, and they cut the tree down. Okay, they got it down. Then they started cutting up different parts of the tree. And when they was cutting up the different parts of the tree, there was automobiles in my back alley pulling up, and they literally was selling parts of the tree to these people in the back alley. Now, I provided the water for these guys too, because I was feeling bad. I was like, wow, they're working hard, but yeah, they was cutting up parts of the tree and selling the wood to their customers in the back alley. Well, they put about a good, I'm guessing maybe 4 hours, maybe 5 hours in. That's it, 5 hours. And they got their stuff put in a truck, and they said, well, we'll be back tomorrow morning to finish it up. They never came back. I had 95 or 90% of the tree in my yard. Well, let's go 90%. 90% of that tree in my backyard I had to deal with now. And I already paid this outfit to do it. Okay, first of all, I don't mind they was selling the wood. I didn't care about that. All I wanted them to do was what they promised me they would do. Take the tree down, you know, cut it up, and at least take most of it with them. You know? I mean, I didn't care if they left some of it behind. But at least cut it up. They never showed back up the next day. So I went to Lowe's, bought myself a wheelbarrow and a chainsaw. And the money I had to use for that was bill money. Yeah, bill money. And my house payment money. Because I had a big ass tree in the backyard. Sorry about the language, guys. I did not mean to do that. Let me rephrase that. I had a big butt tree, a big dang tree in the backyard I had to cut up. So after about maybe a month and a half of weekends, I finally got it cut up. If I was home now, I would show you the part of my wooded area. A lot of that tree's still over there now. And I was able to use some of the wood and burn in my wood burning stove. But yeah, I cut as much of that up as I could. Had nowhere to put it, so I stacked it over in the wooded area. Some of it's become earth again because it's been so many years ago. And like I said, this tree died quick. I've never seen a tree die as quick as this one did. Well, try to get a hold of the guy. Yeah, it's my slow down walk. I tried to get a hold of the guy and find out why he never came back out. I don't remember exactly. He kept saying something come up, and he never did come back out. So I took care of it and scratched it off like, you know. I didn't realize I was taking it as a fool for $1,000 until years later. Then I was told for that size of tree, you know, people would have took it down not even a fraction of $1,000. You know, especially that's all we did was take it down and cut up some of it to sell for personal use and left the rest. Yeah. So guys, I'm gonna probably walk here at this park again another week straight, just so I can see if they cut these trees down. It's become a thing for me now. It's become important. But guys, that's pretty much it. Until next time, come on. Let's get out of here. And my arm is killing me. I got that vulgar arm going bad today. We'll see you tomorrow.